right, so we're going to do a little bit of mobile dent repair today. We're actually going to do some on a Dodge truck. Looks like a tow strap had damaged the side of it. And right here is what we've got. So it's not a terrible dent, but they're pretty good size. You can see it's about probably 5 inches or so. And then I would say it's somewhere around 11, 12 inches lengthwise between the two dents. So anyway, we're going to R&I this bed cap. Going to go down through the top of here and push this dent out. So we've also got one up here on the fender I will show you in just a second. So we got this little guy right here. It's an oversized dent, but pretty soft, so should come out pretty easy. And we got one on this other bedside here. Right there. So anyway, this is one of the things. I was in another town, wrote up an estimate on a hail job, and it worked out good because this lady was going to bring it to my shop in Cleveland, but I was coming right through, so we made the appointment work out here in this little barn, and it's not too terrible hot yet, so we're going to get after it. And if you would like, subscribe, share this video, show a friend how this thing can be repaired without doing any paint work. So before I get started on this, I got to get rid of this dirt. I cannot stand working on something, get my arms all in this dirt, getting nasty. So clean it off real good first. That way you're not getting all over you and all over the truck. So take this detail spray, clean the side off of it real good. And now we're ready to start pushing some dents. So I'm using a stand liner tool here that I will show you how I'm working this as soon as I finish this video. And I probably use something else other than the stand liner to do the repair, but maybe not. So we'll just see how this goes. And right now it's coming along really nice. I mean, the Dodge metal is some of the best and most forgiving metal. It dents easy, but it also pushes out pretty easy also. So I don't mind working on the Dodge truck whenever they have decent sized dents like this. It's not horribly sharp, but sharp enough. So this is coming up really nice and pretty quick. Honestly, it's coming along better than I thought it would. But you can see these little pushes are making a big difference. So I'm going to reposition my light a little bit to get a little better view for me, and then I'll move this camera. All right, so you can see right here, still got this one left, and the other one is high and got little bitty spots. I've got tapped down and stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and move back to this other big one and going to start working it out. And I will show you right here. This is my stand liner tool. It works really good for the bedside. This tip is not look like it's sharp, but it is very sharp. Then also the way it's designed, you can actually push off the rolls of this too if you can get the right angle and get creases out. This tool is very good and I use it quite a bit. So to get that last dent up, went back to see the time that it took to just get it up to where it's at right now. It's 2 minutes and 44 seconds for the total amount of time to get that dent up to where it's at. It is not finished by no means, but it is got it up where it's flat to where I can do a little bit of tapping and also pushing from a different angle, which is known as cross-checking, and doing the repair from a different angle. So you make sure you can see what it looks like from both directions, because if you do not check it from both ways, there's one thing that I'm sure you're going to think it looks good. Same way with hail repair, if you're doing a hood, you'll have it looking good from one direction, but the other direction, it is going to look horrible. And you'll have lines in it and everything else if you're not careful. Sometimes you can push the dent up good and clean and perfect right off the bat, but sometimes it doesn't happen, and it's better to check it from both directions for sure. So I'm getting this dent up decently flat. I wouldn't really say flat, I guess. I'm getting the deep part of the bottom of this dent up. And here I'm going to use the Drew's hammer, and this is also the flat blending head that he sells also. Right here, by me tapping on the top of this, I'm actually pushing that down into this to help that roll come back and hold pressure on the dent. So here you can see with the reflection of the rafters, we got the biggest part of the dent out. I mean, it even is looking a lot better down this way. But look at that. We got to get that up some more. And you can see it in the light. But this is only after about 15-20 minutes, somewhere in that area. A lot better. Now we are going to get it even closer. So we're knocking some crowns down here with this blending hammer and trying to make it a little bit softer so we can push up the center of this dent here, which you can see is happening right now. You can see I'm just working that low up, and it's like you can see the light disappearing. It's coming out really well. And now we're going to blend that back down and just pushing up highs and lows and blending. It's just back and forth a bunch of times until the metal finally comes out looking the way you want it to. So here I've changed to a different blending hammer. It's got a little bit sharper head on it, and you can pinpoint it a little bit better. You can see I've changed back to a couple different hammers. I actually think I used 4 different hammers on this bedside to get it to where I wanted it to be. And after you get it all blended down, all you got to do is go back and do a little bit of tapping with the tap stick. Where I pushed that line up, it kind of made another little crease in it, so I had to tap it down. And now I've actually went and used an Excalibur tool here for a little bit, so I've only really used 2 different tools to do the repair other than my 4 hammers. So it's looking pretty good here. Got some imperfections through here. I'm going to push just a little bit more, sand and buff, then push a little bit more, and I believe it'll be all right when we're done. Right here's another little dent that I'm going to go ahead and straighten up just because I don't want to leave it. We didn't discuss it, but I don't like it being left. right, here's the bedside, got repaired. Came out looking really nice. See, through the rafters you can catch every little bit. And I'm happy with the way it came out. It's 98% probably or better. Either way, really satisfied with it. See a dead on view. And I'll show you one with the light. There it is with the light. Try to get the flickers out of it. See right there, just a smidge. I mean, very, very, very little. But I tell you what, it looks really good. And I believe the customer will be satisfied. And now, go fix a couple on the other side. We do mobile repairs and make your dents disappear quickly and at a cost-effective price.